It's your boy. Well, you might as well put me on since I'm yapping.
Come on. Is it live yet? Because it ain't on my end.
Oh, it's live. It's live.
I really should have just wait because now it's live. Now I can see it. Who are you again?
It's your boy John Cold Ice Lawson. What's up?
Nice shirt, by the way. I'm Brent Leary. There we go. Now we are officially started. You know, nothing really starts until I give my patented
What's that?
my intro.
Oh, your boring intro. You're so boring.
My dependable intro.
You're so
The intro people have come to love and admire and enjoy and expect.
Yeah.
They'd be lost if I came on with, hey, you know, this is your boy Brent Leary. That would just sound ridiculous.
Probably coming from you, definitely.
It would because you know I am the voice of reason, and that
I don't know about all the reason part.
I am the voice of reason.
What is your reason?
I am the voice of it. I'm the voice of consistency, reason, logic. You know, dependability. You name it, that's me.
I'm a cat daddy.
Okay.
I got a cat.
So I see you got the Prince controversy shirt title.
Yes.
Cover on.
One of my favorite albums. Way too short.
What's your favorite song off of that album? And you can't say controversy.
Let's Work.
Yeah, Let's Work is good. Private Joy is really good.
Private Joy, yeah.
Of course, a lot of women would go with Do Me Baby.
Oh, yeah. Well, I mean, hey, not just women. Dudes,
well,
there was a lot of high school sexing.
Well, yeah, that's true. Guys like the impact that song had on the girls, so they like the song just because of that. Party Up. I love Party Up.
I like the whole album.
The whole album is really. Ronnie Talked to Russia. I even like that. Annie Christian. I like that.
Love that.
There's not one song I really don't like on that.
No, there's not.
Think about that.
Jack you off?
I mean, you know, that's like a, throwaway.
It's not a throwaway. That's not true.
It's a throwaway to me. I mean,
that is.
I did not. That song did not need to be there for that album to be good. Let's put it like that. That didn't really build the album.
Look, man, when I saw him in concert, I'm like, I hope he does that song.
Okay.
That's a good 2.5 minutes.
All in all, love that. I mean, from really, I mean, I actually like For You. I'm not gonna turn this into a Prince thing today, but there's a stretch from, for me at least, from For You, and then it really picks up steam the next album, all the way up to I'm gonna say, even though I like the Batman soundtrack, everything before, from For You up to that, was legendary. Batman, it was good. You know, ironically, that's still one of his more popular albums because it was a Batman soundtrack. So it got a whole lot of people buying it, playing it. But from For You all the way up to what's the name of the one where he's laying on the cover naked? Love Sexy. Yeah, Love Sexy.
See, I could have done without that one.
Oh, I love Sexy. Oh man, are you kidding me?
Legendary for me.
Oh man, see, Anastasia is one of what I consider one of his most
I mean,
there's so many songs like Positivity. I love
every
Positivity.
Time he's like, Cat, we need you to rap. I'm like, you know what?
No, we don't need her to rap, but that's okay because the beat was killing. Alphabet Street, that beat was slamming.
But it was too much of the Cat thing going.
When Two Are in Love, I Wish You Heaven, Dance On. I love all that stuff. Is a hit for me.
Yeah, I mean, like I said,
but then Batman is like.
My problem was, of course, it was a CD. It had no.
I know that was
I couldn't get through it because of that.
I mean, I love the way that's the Positivity, the last song. Oh, I love that song.
I never could get through it. just because of that. So to be honest with you, a lot of it I haven't heard.
Oh, you even to this day?
Well,
You know,
yeah,
you
I mean, I heard it now,
oh, okay.
but I
I
mean,
mean,
now when I hear it, I'm like, nah.
oh
So
no, I
that's
love
kind of
all
my
that stuff.
attitude towards it.
And see, Batman really was not a Prince. I mean, it was Prince, but
I like
he
Batman.
I liked it, but it was
I,
not one of those. It was made for the to be a pop album. That's what I. The other ones
it
were
was made to
really
go with the movie, so I get it.
yeah. So it was made for a pop. But those other ones, those were just him just exploring and doing stuff that nobody else had done.
Yeah, absolutely.
And I love that
I mean, I
about.
think the Batman was still something that nobody else had done either.
But it was made. You could tell this was
Right.
made for a
It was
reason.
soundtrack.
Yeah, it was made for a reason. Whereas the other ones, it felt like that's just where he was going. He was just going there with the music. I mean, the guy he knew what he needed to do to make a hit.
Yeah.
And he also knew when he just wanted to do stuff. Those from For You to Love Sexy, it felt like he was just doing what he felt was what he wanted to do. And Batman, he wanted to do Batman, but he wanted to do it because it was Batman.
Okay.
So he fitted in.
Here's what we. Oh my God! Why are we doing a Prince show?
I don't know. I told you I don't. You know what? I don't want to go that route. Let's
Why?
do this because I want to talk about the thing you sent me.
Oh my God! Not again.
No, this is not
Yeah,
again.
it was a different angle.
This was interesting. I even did I think I did I got a screenshot of this. Let me see. Do I have that?
You did some homework.
No, I just like. So you sent me this thing, and we'll give it the full treatment here. So you sent me this trading followers for a desk job. Why social media influencers are calling it quits. Of course. Now you would have thought that was the thing that would have got my most immediate attention. I actually kind of did.
Okay.
But then I clicked on it, and there's a video embed, and it has these so-called content creator influencers. So-called. I never heard of any of these folks.
Me either. I never heard of it. But I mean, I'm guessing they're local to his area, so.
Yeah. Well, yeah, he's based in Houston, so the host is a guy named Isaiah Carey. He had this panel of social media influencers that were ready to give it up to get a day job with benefits and regular pay. Totally understandable. But the thing that jumped out to me at first was that's Isaiah Carey, the host. I haven't seen that guy in decades, and I don't know how many of you remember. This is like one of the first reporter blooper viral videos where he was reporting somewhere down south and something flew into his mouth and he went from Mr. Professional sounding like, hello, this is Isaiah Carey with the news. You know, it's all professional sound. And that thing flew into his mouth and all that professionalism just went right out the freaking door. Cuz went gangster. He went from Bryant Gumbel to Ice Cube.
Video.
I can't. I don't have it queued up.
You just sent it to me.
Well, I did, but I don't have it set to really work here. I mean, I could try, but
I'll do it.
The video is such a crappy looking video. It was from, I think this happened in 2008, damn near 20 years ago. So 18 years ago.
You just got to share your screen, sir. Do you know how to share your screen?
Yeah, I know. Let me get rid of this picture.
It's better than what you're showing me.
Why is that not removing? Why are we not there? That's so weird. Anyway, did you share it?
Oh, I can share it.
Yeah, go ahead, because I don't have it. I had it on another machine.
Let's see. Scroll back here.
So this is what got me, because I remember. Did you see this when it first came out?
I think I've seen it on a clip show recently.
As soon as I heard Isaiah Carey, I was like, "Oh my god, it can't be the same guy."
So I didn't even put 2 and 2 together. So that's,
I was like, "Oh my god, that's Isaiah Carey." I haven't seen that dude in 18 years.
Really?
No, where am I going to see him? I know he was a reporter, but I didn't know where he landed. But apparently he's like rebuilt his career because he got a lot of flack for that. Because there's some outtakes. So in addition to that one, he had some other bloopers. It was like, okay, I see what you got here. All right, so let's play this. And
what really happened on that Thursday here at Augusta High School that led to Chris Wood's death? The fuck is that? Yeah. I'm dying in this fucking country ass town. Shit flying in my mouth. The fuck? I can't see pollen. Let's get the fuck out of this country, motherfucker. I can't see me. Okay.
oh my god, that it's still funny as hell. I'm sorry, because he literally did go from Bryant Gumbel to like Ice Cube in like a split second. So I had lost track of that dude. I had
hilarious. No, yeah, I didn't even put two and two together.
Yeah, then you sent me that, and I was like, I know I was supposed to react initially to the content creators. I was like, oh hell no, that's Isaiah Carey. He's got his own like name brand show down there apparently. So he recovered. Maybe he got it because of that.
Well, I mean, if that's an old video, that looks like it came from the 90s.
But you know what? He's one of the OG original content creators.
Absolutely.
When you think about it, and he went viral. I'm sure he had lots of followers.
I don't know if he had followers in the 90s.
Well, maybe they were called something else.
They would turn on the news.
Well, I don't know. But anyway, so getting back to, after I got over that, because to me, that was the more pressing thing than what the hell these guys are talking about. Then I actually did pay attention to the subject, which was so-called content creators, or they'd rather get a freaking paycheck and be called employee because they ain't making no damn money as a content, or they're not making enough money to justify the hours that they're putting in and what all the work that goes into all that stuff.
Or they're burned out. The platform has changed its algorithms.
But the bottom line is, for most people, of course, there is always, I was going to say an objection to the rule, but it's not an objection, but whatever that word is. There are some people, a very few, very small percentage of people who are going to make a killing off this stuff.
And do.
And the vast, 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 vast majority of everybody else,
yes,
is going to go broke.
Well,
because they have the dream.
Smart.
But I just found it really interesting to see these folks. Like I said, I never heard of any of these three folks. But they were talking about, after a while, what's the point of being? They don't even want to be called that. As a matter of fact, this one guy that was on the panel, he was talking about, I want to be called something else because I don't want to be lumped in with the rest of the content. Remember back like 5 years ago, being called a content creator was cool, wasn't it? I mean,
it was just starting out as a term. I mean, what they do, people have been doing for a long time.
Do you know who coined that phrase? Is that person?
Content creator? No.
Yeah. Be interesting to know who. I don't know.
We can
ask one of them gadget things, one of them AIs, one of them LLMs. Probably not Copilot. I should say
probably not. I don't use that.
But yeah, somebody came up with that term, and I guess at the time it was a good term. But you know what? Whenever somebody comes up with terms like that, since there's no real definition to it, there's no singular definition, anybody can call themselves that and be correct.
There's no single person created that.
Oh, there's nobody that that
No,
started that? Oh, so it just evolved over time. Like,
it just evolved.
hmm.
Yeah.
But then people took to it like crazy. I mean, they love that. You know, the life people love being called a content creator.
Yep.
Oh, let's see. We got a very long
He gave us the response. That was pretty much the response I got.
okay, thank you, Julian. The
Yep.
phrase content creator is not attributed to a single name. Maybe it's AI came up with it 10 years ago. And no, I'm just kidding.
So it came up with content and content provider, content
Wait,
creator. So it's
it
great.
says it emerged organically
Yeah.
in the late 1980s. Huh?
You can't hear me, Alan?
I could hear you fine.
Oh.
A little too good, but you know.
Oh, well, maybe I wasn't talking. I wouldn't.
Wait a minute, but this thing is saying it started evolving in the 1980s.
18 with the early print appearances such as Canadian pen papers in 85.
That seems very.
I mean,
I don't
yeah.
know.
But this one says like content as a business term came out in the web in the mid 1990s.
Content as a business,
Right.
like
So
what?
that-
Like just digital content? Not like
Yeah, when publishers and content management system vendor, CMS, that was a
content management systems. Yeah, yeah. Well, I guess blogging, right? That was
Right,
kind of
all
an
the
early
bloggers.
form,
Right. The blogs used to be on a CMS.
right?
See, and so I think that kind of is a little bit more the origin of what we see today.
What about like digital magazines and stuff like that, like online publishing?
Yeah.
Because there were so many print magazines, and then little by little they all went
Long
away.
time for that to happen.
I don't know about that, the origins being back in the 80s, but whatever. Thank you, Julian, for bringing that to our attention.
Thank you. But yeah, I think content as a business was the 90s when, people started saying, oh, you can make your own blog and you could remember they used to have blog conferences and things like that.
You remember like Blog World?
Blog World, yeah.
Are those things still around?
Mom Blogger, they used to be huge. I think Blog World, I don't think it's around.
Alan says he published a zine. I remember that term. I remember e-zine.
Yes.
Maybe that's where it started. I don't know. I published on in 1986. Really? Wait a minute. How many people would even had real internet access back then?
Really?
Alan, I think I'm calling you out, man. I'm not. I don't know.
I don't know.
I don't know, Alan. You trying to be a pioneer? Alan wants to be like one of the founding forefathers of content creation.
Blog World died in 2011.
Then there was that blog Her. I remember that because I actually knew one of the.
Was probably dead by the mid.
Oh, was it you that introduced me to that? What was her name? Liz Strauss. Remember her?
Yeah, I remember Liz. Yeah.
She was one of those early pioneers of that stuff.
R.I.P. Liz.
She was really nice. I met her once at one of those conferences. But you know what? Even she wasn't making a lot of money, and she was very well known for all that stuff.
Yeah, I mean, but that's like saying even Kumo D didn't make a lot of money. That's because you early in the game.
Yeah, but that's not to say there wasn't a lot of money being made. The rappers were just getting ripped off.
Right. Yeah. I mean, all the money was being taken.
Yeah.
More records probably sold then than they do now.
I want to ask TLC how working with LA and Babyface, how that worked out for them.
I don't think LA and Babyface took all their money.
Oh, was it? What's her name?
Pebbles took all.
Pebbly Poo took her.
Yeah. Which, of course, she was married to
LA at the time.
She was getting the right game. But, the thing is, no matter how much money you think you're making, you got to read your contract.
Well, somebody came out recently, they were talking about that they thought they had this really good contract, and then when they started going on tour, they noticed that all that money they thought they were making
Was going back to
was
the
going back, was paying for all these
paying back all
lavish hotel rooms
the right.
and,
That's
and
what it
limousine
is.
rides, and then they looked and said, "Wait a minute, we're the ones paying for this."
Every water bottle you're going to end up paying for that you drink in the studio, it's going to come out of your,
Now let me ask you this, because I don't know anything. Alan, maybe you know about this, how the music business works. Was that always the case? Like
it's all
back in the 50s and 60s when Elvis was around, was he paying for staying in these hotels and doing these fancy cars out of the money that they were paying him, or was that being paid by somewhere else?
Never pays for anything. It's an advance.
Well, how come we never heard about him going broke?
Well, who, Elvis?
Yeah,
I mean, that's like, he did go broke though.
he did.
Yeah, that's why he had to go to Vegas.
Vegas?
And do the fat shows.
The fat shows.
Yeah, seriously.
That's kind of wrong,
but, I mean,
isn't it?
the thing is, the thing is that no matter, and I've known millionaires, met a couple of billionaires, sports, music, business, and here's the thing. No matter how much you make, you can spend it.
No, that's true.
I mean, if you've got, even the president was broke a couple of times,
A couple.
But
By the way,
he's had a lot of money go through his organizations. So I mean, you got to watch your money.
By the way, Alan was saying it was a print magazine he was doing in 1986.
Oh, okay.
What was the name of the magazine, man? That's pretty interesting.
Zines, okay.
Yeah.
E-zines.
Yeah. What was the name of your magazine that you put out in 1986? Something to do with the Jets, maybe? Maybe not. All right, let's move back into the current incarnation of content creators. Do you think, I don't know if we want to base it on just these guys, but do you think because everybody now is basically a content creator that what these folks are saying is really what the mood is around content creation? Because whenever you have too many people doing any one thing, that decreases the amount of money that the individual content creators make, while the aggregate of content creators are making more money than ever, but it's just being spread way further so that the individual content creator is making a fraction of what was being made back when there weren't that many content creators.
No, I just think the model's changed.
All right, explain.
I mean, how are you going to make money as a content creator? How do you make money as a content creator?
Right now, or let's say when content creation first came out, or the term first really stuck, let's say what, 7 years ago, maybe a decade ago.
Okay.
All right. So a decade ago, what was a content creator and how much were they the good ones? Or let's say the average ones versus 10 years later now, how much is the average content creator making now, do you think?
My guess is, because the average is so much larger, that's going to bring down the number.
Right. There's literally, I would say, if you had to guess how many content creators there are in the world.
Oh God.
And there's roughly 8 billion people, right?
7 billion.
No, it's not that many.
Let's ask that.
Yeah, you go ahead and ask. You ask. I like you when you do that. Alan, what do you guess? How many content creators out there currently? By the way, him and Jeff Gomez, they spoke at our IRL event. Well, Jeff did 2 years ago. Alan joined him the first year. Then he
207 million.
How much?
207 million.
That's way low.
Other counts run as high as 303 million.
I think that's low.
I don't know if that's that low.
I think well, I guess it depends on the definition of
I mean, there's what, 200 million people in the U.S.? How many people?
Jesus. No,
2
more
billion?
like 360, 370.
Right. So everybody can't be a content creator.
But we're just talking about the country. I'm talking about the world.
Yeah, well, I don't know.
There's way more content creators outside of the US.
Okay, well, what is your number then? That's what it said.
Not low for paid. I don't even know what that means. Tell me what that means. Not low for paid, Alex. I don't know what that means. I would say if there's 8 billion people in the world.
You can't say the number of people in the world. You limit it to the number of people that have access to the internet.
Yeah, and you know how many that's probably about at least half of that number at this point.
Okay.
So 3.5 billion people.
Where are you going with
I'm going to say it's north of
numbers.
It's north of a billion. It's north of a billion.
Okay. Maybe. I don't know. But what's the point there?
Now I'm saying the number is not low if you consider all right, how many of them get paid? Now we're cutting into the fractions.
Well,
here.
that's what we were talking about.
Yeah. Well, there's
people that make videos.
Or there's people that get paid, and then there's what's the average of what they make. I'm guessing the average content creator makes a couple hundred a year. Maybe a little more, but I don't think a lot more. What do you think?
Well, I mean, I thought we were kind of looking at people that are doing this full time.
Okay, what about people who aspire?
So how many people are doing it? No, people that are doing it full.
Ask your LLM.
I think that's the number that I got.
Those are the full-time content creators?
Yeah.
Okay, now, all right, then when you put it like that, the people that are not doing anything other than that to make a living, you said it was like how many million?
207 million.
Okay, maybe that's right.
And it says 207 million is not full-time.
Oh. So that means even less of them are doing full-time. What if we said like full time 75 million?
Full-time count. It's all over the place, and it's a vanity number.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
What about we say how many?
Here's the thing: 73% of whatever number it is. I think this is a good number to work. 73% earn less than 30K.
73% of the whatever number.
Yeah.
Full-time content.
30,000.
That
medium around $3,000 a year.
So I said 1,000.
Yeah. You had a few hundred. But
so think about those numbers though. 73% of whatever the overall number of content creators are making $3,000 or less. That's awful.
No, 73% are making below 30, and the median is $3,000.
Oh, okay. 73. Oh, the median is $3,000. So there are way more people making less than that then, because the 30% that make more are skewing it because they're probably like, what's that guy, Mr. Beast? He's a part of this, so he's making X. I mean, you could almost do this like you do any kind of economics. The top 1% probably make 80% of the overall. Yeah.
80-20 rule.
So we're basically saying 73% are making nothing almost.
Or just making a living.
Barely scraping by.
Getting some free stuff.
And they're probably working like 60, 70 hours a week.
That's one thing they all in that interview were saying. It's like, I definitely work more than I would work on my full-time job.
I don't know how to say your first name, but yeah, we're reading. Yeah, you're reading the comments, sir. We're reading yours right now.
It's all yours.
And feel free to continue. We want to have a conversation around this content creator because everybody everybody has an idea of what it is, how what they do, what they might possibly make or what they aren't making. But this is all coming from this thing that Colder Ice sent me, where apparently
They're going to get
a good number of content creators are getting, they're, you can imagine, you get tired of not knowing how much money you're going to make. You would love to be able to have a little bit more consistency in how much money comes in, right? You don't have a lot of that with content creator, being a content creator, unless you're a big dog.
Yeah.
Like, what's that guy? McAfee, Pat McAfee. You know him, right?
No,
Heard of him?
No.
He's a football player
Uh-huh.
that after he retired, he took some of his money and he created a YouTube channel and like built a little studio, like a real studio looking thing.
Mhm.
And like maybe this is like 6-7 years ago. It looked really good, looked like TV quality stuff, but it was just a bunch of like ex-football players talking about what's going on in sports. He makes $65 million a year now from ESPN because they negotiated a contract because he had millions of people subscribe. And this is like back in the day. So he is what I would one of the A-list content creator kind of people. And of course, like your boy, Mr. Beast, I don't even know how many people. Marquez Brownlee, he's got like 17 million. The guy that does Diary of a CEO, he's got 16 million. Those are all the A-listers. And Joe Rogan, I guess he's considered that too.
He's the number one.
Yeah. So those folks, they're the ones that have like the lion's share of the pie. We're talking probably like 80% of the pie are like a handful of people.
And you know what? Joe's not a content creator.
What is he?
Podcast host.
Yeah, but it's content because now it's in audio form, it's in video form.
If you're going to say that, then every TV channel's a content. I'm just saying there's a difference between being a podcast host and a content creator. Usually a content creator are the people that make videos and they edit the videos. That's what they do. Podcasters sit in the chair like your boy, and interview people. And
but then they have a team of people that take that video.
Difference between a podcast host and a content creator. All of them make content, yes.
Right.
But a content creator, a podcast host, doesn't go around and say, I'm a content creator. They say I'm a podcast host. And a content creator doesn't say I'm a podcast host.
So why does that make any difference?
Because they do different things.
But you said they make content. Either way, they're making content.
So do magazine writers. So do people that write novels. I mean, so then everybody's a content creator.
I mean, does one have more cachet than the other? That's what I'm trying to figure out.
No, I'm just saying that normally when you say the word content creator,
right,
it is a very unique thing. It's not because they create content. It is an actual job or whatever you would call it.
I don't even. Does he call himself? What does he call himself?
Who?
Joe Rogan.
Podcaster.
He calls himself a podcaster?
Yeah, absolutely.
Not an actor, not an MMA, because he's involved with all that. He calls himself just a podcaster?
Well, I mean, yeah. I mean, if you talk about the Joe Rogan, experience.
Is that what he called? That's the name of his show, the Joe Rogan Experience?
Yeah, that's his podcast. Even what's his name? You just mentioned,
what, the Diary of the CEO, Marquez Brownlee?
No. Those guys are content creators.
But they all right, I'm getting confused.
I know.
Because to me, the end result, the end product is either somebody listening to you or somebody looking at what you did.
Right. But I mean, Steve Bartlett doesn't have an audio podcast.
Are you sure he doesn't strip out the audio?
If he does, it came from his video podcast.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Well,
Joe Rogan doesn't have a video podcast. It came from throwing cameras in on his audio podcast. So I'm just saying there's a difference. And I'm not trying to make I'm just saying there's somewhat of a difference. And like you said, the guy that's the
Marquez Brownlee guy.
the sport.
Oh, McAfee.
show, that's a podcast.
I don't know, but
And
no,
they-
he calls it a show though. I mean,
I
it's,
know, but they came and gave him money to put him on TV. So throw the cameras on, or I guess I don't know, but I don't think he would consider himself a, just a regular everyday content creator.
well, no, because he approached it differently right from the giddy up, and he had the money to do it. I mean,
Okay, well,
because a lot of these, like the Rogans and that guy, they were already known, for being a professional athlete. Or Rogan was on that TV show I really like, News Radio, I think it was what it was called. That was a really good show. I know Alan Berkson remembers that one.
No, he was the host of.
Oh, that one where they're eating bugs and stuff.
yeah,
that came
that's
after.
That's when he got.
But
and
he
of
was
course, on UFC.
News Radio was a really good TV show on NBC, and he
Yeah,
was
I
it was an
remember.
ensemble cast. He was on
15
there,
minutes, 15 minutes of.
but that check helped finance a whole bunch of stuff that he ended up doing later on.
I don't think he was all that rich from that. Probably not.
And that had a pretty decent run.
Yeah, I know, but back in the day,
That got him the Fear Factor because that was his stepping stone.
probably. I'm guessing he probably did some stuff in the middle.
Yeah, I never thought he was all that talented, but that's
He
just me.
wasn't until he got into radio.
MMA and podcasting.
Until he got into podcasts and radio. That's where he was like, okay, he found his niche.
You know who I know he probably would never ever consider himself a content creator because he was around well
Are you
before
a
that.
content creator.
I never refer to myself as that. No.
Okay, so that's what I'm just saying. But that's what you do.
Yeah, but that's not who I am.
That's
And
what
not
you do.
that's
Yeah.
like, am I a phone? Do I call people on the phone? I'm a phone caller. Yes, I'm a phone caller.
You're that's what I was trying.
I'm
to
a Zoomer. I get on Zooms. I'm a Zoomer. I don't call myself a Zoomer.
So that's you get it. That's what I'm saying. So podcasters don't necessarily call themselves content creators because that's not what they do.
I don't even think the ones that are like Howard Stern.
He creates content, but he wouldn't consider himself
Of course
content
not.
creator.
I never heard him call himself that. A
He's a
podcaster or a
radio
content.
host.
Yeah, radio host.
He's a radio host that went into podcasting.
I think he just calls himself a radio host
Yeah, he probably does because that's where he started.
because he doesn't want to be mixed in with all the no names.
But so Mr. Beast makes about 300 million a year.
That's amazing. I haven't watched a single video of his, by the way.
52 million a year.
Who does? Who makes 52 million?
Steve Bartlett, 52 million.
And that's a business. He's not a podcast. He's a business at that point.
Yeah, well, I mean, hey, I don't know if they're, and I doubt it when they say 300 million for Jimmy. I don't think that's just from YouTube.
Yeah, well, he has his
I mean,
deals
he's
with
got a lot of
Amazon
business.
and yeah.
Steve Bartlett has bought into a lot of startups.
Well, wasn't he like a startup, like a investor before he even started doing that stuff?
Yeah, I mean, he came from the Shark Tank in the UK. He was a shark.
So he was already an entrepreneur, tech startup guy.
Yep. I remember.
So that's why he's not a podcaster. That's why I don't think people refer to him as a podcaster.
No, he's a content creator.
Does he?
He
Once
would
again,
call himself a content creator. I bet.
I bet. But see, he does so many things. I don't know if that's what he would lead with. Maybe he would. I don't know.
I mean, that's what he went in deep on. He's just moved his whole production from the UK into the USA.
To LA, yeah.
And I think he's going deep on content creation.
Or show production.
Okay.
Because you can content create wherever the hell you are, but you go to LA not just to be called a content creator.
You're confusing me now.
You know, he was doing fine where he was just as a content creator, but you move your operation to LA just to be more of a content creator. Are you looking to do more?
No, well, yeah. I mean,
I think he's looking to
it's
be
gonna get
like
better.
produce shows,
It's
like
just
maybe.
you know, just to get the right interviews. They don't
Well,
have to
I
fly
think
all the way.
he built some kind of fancy production studio too.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. They don't have to fly all the way to the UK anymore. And I'm sure he had a production studio in the UK too,
Oh, I'm sure
but it probably was small. It was just, for that.
there are entire houses full of content creators. And yeah, there's this documentary series on HBO, uh, all about influencers, and they're
Oh,
actually influencers that got popular and then flamed the hell out. Some of them are dead,
oh,
and they live in these influencer houses. Like that's like 10, 20 people get together, rent a huge mansion, and they just all they do all day long is frolic and make videos of themselves frolicking. There's no way in the world. I mean, these are young people, to be, honest about it.
I mean. Oh wow, Drewski. He's on here as a content creator.
That's what. Well, you know what? I see that because nobody knew who that guy was before he became a content creator. It's not like these other people we talked about who we already knew.
I think he was on Mr. Beast at first.
Okay, so he got known through that,
Yeah, I think he did.
and he's one of the few that have been able to really stand out, I guess.
Yeah.
But those are the very few. I think like these three guys that were on that TV show, most of these folks are looking for a steady means of income because they're tired. I think you can get really exhausted doing all. I mean, I do stuff and I get tired and I ain't doing what they're doing. Oh my God.
Yeah.
Come on, man. You even spelled it with that app, the way that app used to spell itself. Ugh. Remember Clout?
I do remember Cloud.
People were doing all sorts of dumb things to try to pump up their Clout score.
Pump up that Cloud score.
Oh my God. Thanks for the memories.
Yeah. But back in the day, you would actually get brand work from your Cloud score.
People would actually hire you based solely on your Clout score. Like,
I don't know if it was solely, but you better have a Cloud score.
oh, well, look, there was like Paul. I remember when that thing first came out, and Paul Greenberg, he had kind of taken a little bit of a break from all the blogging and stuff. So we would always have fun because like all of our Clout scores, people who were constantly blogging at the time, we were getting scores of like 80, 90s, whatever. And then the godfather of CRM, his Clout score would be like a 50 or a 60. And we'd be like, this absolutely makes no damn sense. So anybody who puts stock into that number, they're morons. That's how we looked at it.
Yeah, mine was very high. So
high Clout score was on my JD ad for Freshworks. Who the hell is JD? On my JD ad.
I'm pretty sure I have.
Let us know what JD is.
Oh, here's the deal. The difference. Platform. Okay. So a content creator, this is saying, is based on the platform.
What? Huh?
So a podcaster is a content creator, but he does it on the podcasting platform.
Right.
A social media content creator would do it on their social media, a YouTube. So it's like that. So if you want to just say all content creators are the same, but the platforms are different.
By the way,
so the difference between a podcaster and a content creator, good stuff, right? Audience depth. So the audience
depth, like how smart your audience was.
No, how long they spend digesting your content. So if you're a podcaster, it's like 45 minutes. but a platform creator is like 7 seconds, you know.
That makes you a podcaster.
No, I'm not saying that. I'm just telling you the difference between the time that people listen to a podcast versus the difference between somebody that is a pod or content creator on a platform like TikTok.
Well, podcasts were like like shows, and shows were long, like radio shows. Howard Stern did
45
his
minutes
show was
in your
like
ear.
3 hours long in the mornings.
Right. So on average, 45 minutes in your ear, platform creator gets about 7 seconds of attention. Now, if they watch multiple videos back to back, that's longer, but you know,
So wait a minute. So is Mr. Beast not? Does he have? Does he actually have a podcast?
no, he creates shows.
All right, have some good dinner there, Alan.
Yeah, I got 4 minutes and I gotta go.
And no edible content though. Mm.
But yeah, I mean, you know, he produces TV shows.
Oh, he produces TV shows now, like that he's not in, or is it
On
The-
you, no, his YouTube stuff were TV shows.
like the game kind of show stuff?
They're game shows.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
You know, in their long format.
Yeah.
You know, you're gonna spend 20, 40 minutes watching one.
Well, I won't, but yeah.
But that's not the same as somebody that just, you know,
But
makes
but doesn't he also put out little clips?
those clips come from his show,
Yeah, but he puts out short clips.
but not that many.
I,
Well, I
Yeah.
guess he does, but I mean that's not his thing. He doesn't make clips. But there are people that actually make clips.
well, yeah, I think a lot of times people make clips because they think if it's short form, they have a better chance of getting more views than if it's long form and people are scared off of looking because they don't want to invest 30 minutes, so they don't do it.
Different audiences.
Different audiences, yeah, maybe, but they also create content that can be transformed into how other people who don't watch the full show will watch it if it's cut up in like 10 clips, and they might watch 5 of the 10 clips or whatever. So it's still the same format. It's still the same content. It's just presented differently.
Sometimes. Most times that doesn't work. Just because you got a huge following on YouTube doesn't mean you could take that and cut it up and put it on TikTok and it worked.
No, I was thinking more like in like more in the corporate content space. Lots of business executives apparently they'd rather consume the content via podcast versus watching a video show because it allows them to multitask. Like they can be stuck in traffic and
visual attention. I can be doing all kind of things. That's just playing in my ear.
yeah.
Yeah. So listen, a show with 2,000 downloads an episode can outsell an Instagram account with 200,000 followers.
2,000 downloads an episode.
Can outsell an Instagram account with 200,000 followers. And that's because of trust.
Yeah, we probably have to dig into that a little bit more
Yeah.
than we have time for right now.
Yeah.
I mean, but the key word is can, not does.
No, not does.
A lot of this stuff. Hey, look who it is. Mr. Ramon. One is for reach and one is for depth.
No, that's easy.
Well, all right. So podcasting is for depth,
Correct.
and then video clips is for reach.
There you go.
All right. Thank you. We still haven't forgotten how you desecrated Prince, though, but you know.
He desecrated Prince.
Remember, like last year, he said something out of pocket about Prince.
Oh,
Yeah, you must have it must have been so bad you put it out of your memory.
yeah, because I've been sending him my Prince videos.
He said something that was just wrong. You know?
Oh man.
So I will never forget. I might forgive, but I will never forget Ramon.
I see. Damn.
Yeah, you know,
No, can't play.
it was a tragic error on his part.
You can't play, bro.
All right, so you said you're gonna be meeting a partner up, huh? Somebody you hadn't seen in a while.
No, this is a new possible business
Ooh,
partner.
a collab.
Yeah, a collab, a definite collab. I'm really getting myself back somewhat into.
You getting your mojo back?
Yeah, I'm starting to feel better all around, and or more than any, I'm feeling better. Plus, I'm getting used to my schedule, and you know when I'm going to be up and when I'm going to be down. So
You're able to manage it.
I'm getting used to it.
That's good.
It is what it is. It is what it is, bro.
But all in all, you feel better now than you did last year this time.
Man, I just posted something um, on my Facebook, and I was telling folks like 7 months ago, I couldn't walk from the parking lot into the terminal without taking a break. I mean, I was out of breath, and I just was in really bad shape. So,
Not the case anymore, though. Not the case anymore. You can walk a lot longer now and feel better. So that's good.
exactly. So that's my, I'm like, wow. And you know, the deal was, I was thinking I was still in that, and then we had to go to something, and I'm like, oh my God, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it, you know. And he's like, well, you can take a break when you need to, blah, blah, blah. And I did it, no problem. I was like, wow,
Nice.
I'm feeling better.
Nice.
So
nice.
I don't
Very
know.
nice. Let's leave it on a very nice, happy, uplifting note. Yes. All right, folks. So we will maybe see you next Friday. Have a great weekend. Enjoy yourself. And until next Friday, we will see you then.
Peace.